Hi, I'm Becca, and this is my family. We've been living in New Zealand for the past 2 years, but twist of events, we actually ended up moving back to America. We've been living pretty nomadically here as we tried to figure out what to do with ourselves, but we just found out that we're actually moving up to Vancouver, the one in Canada, not Washington. Over the next few weeks, we'll be packing up our van and getting ready for an epic trip up to Canada. Follow along with us if you want, or don't. Whatever. We'll be having a lot of fun either way. Today we're enjoying the present and going on a little hike in Salt Lake with our friends. We ended up choosing to go to Bell's Canyon, which we've been to a few times, but this time we wanted to make it up to the waterfall.
Mommy's Claire's foot.
We actually just ran into somebody that knows me from YouTube. Hi, Andrew. That was so... I always get caught so off guard when I meet people. Sorry I wasn't more nice. Feels like everybody in Utah is on this hike right now. Should have known it's a beautiful day. It's a Sunday. Everybody wants to be out. Figured out how to breastfeed in the carrier. It's the most magical thing for hiking.
Did you find a stick on a big rock? Yeah.
I always overestimate our abilities. But we still have like a mile left to the waterfall. It's roasty toasty out here. We're doing fine though, we'll make it. It's beautiful. Shade is the nicest thing.
So yeah, we did not make it up to the waterfall. It was too hot and we had very cranky toddlers with us, so we called it quits and turned around and went back.
That was a spicy experience. It was so hot. The kids actually did really well up until like the last 5 minutes. Of course, they both start melting down. But here we are, we made it to the car. We're in the shade, and now we're gonna go home and shower and get some Indian food.
Okay, so we're back from our hike. Actually, not gonna lie, that hike was a couple days ago. So we are really back from our hike. I think we all got a little overheated on that hike. It got a little spicy. It was a lot, but we finally made it down and we just like booked it and then got into the air conditioning, took nice showers. It was a fun trip. It was nice to get out and just get out with the kids and enjoy nature. It's always a good decision. I thought I would just sit down and have a chat because it's been a minute. Listen, if these videos feel chaotic and all over the place, directionless, that's because that is what our lives are right now. There's no game plan. There's no, I don't know, we're just winging everything and whatever floats our way, we just kind of grasp it and run with it as far as we can. Brief catch up. First of all, since the hike and today I've gotten this like cold. I don't know if it's cold or allergies. It's getting better. It's always the worst when you're dealing with like a running nose and stuffed up sinuses. So we've been living with our friends and it has been amazing. Like honestly, it feels like a Disney World experience because they're just the kindest people and they're letting us live in their basement for free and we just kind of cook some meals for them every once in a while. They also have a 3-year-old themselves and so it's just been really nice having William have a little friend to play with. And then Claire has been here chilling with us as well. She's just a happy baby. She's actually down here right now. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's living her best life. She doesn't know what's going on. She's not stressed out. What else? We've just kind of been all over the place. So, what are some random things? My friend has like a little mini gym in her garage and so I've actually been like weightlifting with her and it has been the funnest, most enjoyable thing I could ever imagine. So I've been like beefing up my muscles, been working out. It's been really fun and it's something that I want to continue once we get into Vancouver and everything. This is all seriously going to be so random. It's a catch up. It's whatever. So Billy actually left and went to Vancouver for a concert. So he was there for like 4 days or something. So that was interesting. Like I'm so glad that he gets to go up and kind of meet everybody that he's going to be working with and it was a really good experience. He's going to be doing that again in a week's time. So I might film like a solo mom vlog during that time because he'll be gone a little bit longer this time. But it was super nice this last time because my mom came to visit and she was here for like 2.5 weeks, I think, and it was just so fun. And it was crazy because when I told her, I was like, hey, you should come up for William's birthday. We don't know where we're going to be living or what our life is going to look like at that time, which was like, okay. So she bought flight tickets and came out. So that was crazy. Like, we had no idea that this was going to be our situation here at all, and yet still we were like, hey, come and join us. It was so fun having my mom here. The first half was just like decompressing from our crazy lives because we had just moved into this place and just hanging out, relaxing. And then the second half we did a lot more fun things, like going on little tiny hike walk things and, you know, like going out for little lunch dates with my mom. It was really fun. And I was so sad that she left, but at least we're a lot closer. New Zealand is way too far. But that is another thing. We do have a 3-year-old now, which is crazy because I feel like I've been calling William a 3-year-old for a few months now. We made him a little train cake and it was really fun. We just went to Billy's sister's house. She has 6 kids, so it was a party all in itself right there. It was so fun. Like, the cake was pretty much all we did, honestly. It was a beast. I feel like I have to throw this in here, but I was seriously so proud of myself because when Billy was gone, I made a sourdough loaf. Me. Everybody's always like, wow, Billy, you're such a good baker. Look at you go. Like, you make perfect little sourdough loaves. And then I made one. And I sent pictures of it to Billy, and he was like, oh, I think that looks better than mine. I was like, I know. But seriously, it was so fun because I actually got to watch the live stream of one of his concerts in Vancouver. And I was just having so many proud wife moments. Like, oh, it was so fun to see him in an orchestra again, like playing in a concert again. This is the reason we left New Zealand. Like, a lot of people kind of were like, oh, just stay here and get a random job and just make it work. And we could have. But this is what he has trained for many, many years. Like, he wants to be a professional musician and he's really good at it. And I feel like that has been proven by how quickly he's won another job. But it's what he loves, and I love seeing him love something. And I feel like that is so much more worth it than any other job that he could have found just to keep us in New Zealand, But I'm so excited to get up to Vancouver just to see him. I want to go to one of his concerts so bad. That's also another point. Like, we're both so burnt out right now because of how crazy these last several months have been. Like, I just want to find a little pod and nestle my way into it and then shut off everything else from the world for like a day, maybe a week. Unfortunately, you can't do that when you have 2 kids and you're living at somebody else's house and you're about to move to a different country. But here we are. I'll tell you what I do know. We know that we're moving up to Vancouver towards the end of June. How we're going to get up there, we haven't firmly decided yet. I had this whole grand plan of like camping our whole way up there. But that was if we had gone earlier. That didn't work out. And so now it's like too hot and too busy. A lot of the national parks are just like so insanely overrun. So it kind of makes it not worth it at that point. So we might be foregoing a lot of the fun stuff on the traveling up there. We might just kind of be going. So that makes me a little bit sad. We're very excited to get out to Vancouver, but it's also, like, I don't know. Like, when we moved to Auckland, I was just all thrills. Like, super, super excited. And not a lot of anxiety around it, because I was like, we'll make it work, it'll be fine. But that was when we were young spring chickens. We only had one 10-month-old. We had been, like, pretty settled up until that point, and COVID hit and threw everything weird. But this time it feels different. Like, we're starting out from a place of we're tired. I just want to be settled. Like, I wish I could just close my eyes and then wake up there. And we already have a little house that's already all set up, and then I can just live my life. And I think it will be a very beautiful situation once we get all settled and once we figure everything out. Until then, it's going to be several headaches. Because moving countries, no matter if it's the one bordering you, like, there's always something that goes wrong. There's always some logistical nightmare that you have to deal with. I always find it really fun moving to a new place because I feel like you get to reinvent yourself a little bit. And so it's fun to like sit there and dream of all the different ways that you're going to be different when you move to this new place. But we'll see what actually happens. I don't know. Yeah? Are you excited? Like I was saying, like we've just been having a whole lot of fun here. Like it's kind of bad in a way because we have been enjoying it so much. It's like I don't want to leave here now, which of course we have to because we are invading our friend's space, but we've just been having a grand old time. There are so many fun toys here for William, and there's like a really nice yard, backyard and front yard, a ton of yard toys. Like, this is my dream. Pretty much your kid entertains themselves because there's so much to do. Like, I've never had that. And then there's also this nice little like communal aspect to it, because like me and my friend will be watching the kids outside in the evening, and then like Billy will come in and make dinner, and it's not that whole terrible rush of like, oh shoot, I've got to watch the kids and make the dinner and clean it all up. It's like there are 4 adults living here, and so it's just a lot of help and a lot of hands and a lot of brain power. So if somebody's tired, somebody else can pick up the slack. Anyways, that's been us recently. Just been enjoying this beautiful spring weather and the allergies. I've just been on my phone so much less since we've been here. Like, it's just been so much fun, and we're like constantly outdoors, and so I don't usually have my phone in those situations a lot. So there was one day I got 14 minutes on my phone the entire day, which is like unheard of for me. So yeah, I haven't even been like posting on Instagram regularly. These videos have just kind of taken a seat on the back burner. We've just been enjoying our crazy weird life. And it's also a funny thought because it's like we will never have anything like this again. Me and Billy don't have jobs. Like, we can be with each other and our kids 100% of the time. I don't think this is an opportunity that a lot of people get to have. So we're trying to enjoy it. Like, it does get stressful and it definitely does get very hard sometimes, but just trying to look at the positives of it, I guess, and enjoy it while we have it. But I think that's all that I have. That's been our whole life for the last couple months. Just gonna finish my coffee and enjoy the rest of the day with my kids and husband. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Also, if there's anything that you want to see from me or know, go ahead and ask me, because I don't know. I'm a little lost right now. Okay, bye.